Okay, hello everyone. Tell me if you can hear me and if you can hear me well. Hello Marcel, Shmuel, Ahmed, hi. Pam, hi, good afternoon. Hi Anita. Yes, nice to see you. And Anthony, Lorna, Bridget, Jenna, hello, Lizette, Bill. Yes, excellent. Yes, perfectly. Nice to hear you. Yes, Karen, I miss you. Hi, Brian. Yes, Anna and Lisa, hello. And Emmanuel, yes. And Ahmed, hi. Okay, good. So we are on part 56. Hi, Ashley. 56 of the Advanced Relationship and Family Academy. It is June 8th, 2024, and we are on a special lesson, part of the Relationship Snack series. And I think we are going to start. Are you ready to start? What do you say? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, let me show you your comments. Excellent. Excellent. Here we go. Here we go. Agreements. No recording, please. Nothing I said today is true unless, of course, it is true for you. This seminar has been designed to bring about a shift in viewpoint from effect to cause, from slow, unnoticeable decline to a powerful, never-ending climb. But the key to getting those results is participation. If you don't participate with each and every question I ask, you will not have the shift in viewpoint. But if you do, my friend, you will discover just how powerful you are, and it is nothing you have ever imagined. If you are not in communication, if you just inhale information, you will suffocate. Are you ready? Can we start? Yes, excellent. I'm just doing here one last cleaning. Okay, here we go. Ready. Hi, Amber. Nice to see you. Okay, Lisette, good. And Kanwal, yes, nice to see you. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Agreements. Here we go. How would you define the word good? What is the definition of the word good? How would you define the word good? How do you know what's good? How would you define the word good? It describes something that's positive. Positive from whose viewpoint? The hunter or the hunted? On the side of what is loving. Okay. Helping the dynamics to survive. Good. That brings to help all the dynamics, something that helps someone. Yes, something that is better for the most people and things, increase the survival, to be desirable. Yes, action that result in positive outcome for one or more people without harming the individuals. Wow, and interesting. More help than damage for the dynamics approval. Okay, good. So first of all, the first thing that I need you to understand is that there is nothing that do not contain destruction. Why? Because for every plus in this universe, there is minus. Okay? What happened is that most people cannot confront the minus. So they look only at the plus. And because they look only at the plus, they leave 50% of life uncontrolled. Are you with me? If you don't look at everything with plus and minus, if you look how much you love your wife and how much you actually don't love, and decide that it's okay, this is part of her and I accept her as a whole, you are not confronting your wife, and actually you're not confronting your life if you're not confronting your wife, and you will get hurt. Are you with me? So in this universe, if we look at this universe do not admit of no change. So everything in this universe either improve or go down, either go up or go down. That's number one. And nothing is exactly straight. Things are either go a little bit down or a little bit up. Zero is impossible in this universe. Everyone agree with that? If you have any question, so when someone say, well, yes, but someone get hurt, it means nothing. The fact that someone got hurt do not mean that it's bad. Because if you're not going to shoot the person that come to kill your family, I think that you're just dreaming, or you're just weak, or you betray your family, yes? So the fact that someone got hurt do not mean that it's bad. There's a little bit more to this. You will see that actually in this universe, there is minus infinity and plus infinity, and this kind of a scale. And there is a theoretical zero. There's no zero, but there is a theoretical zero. And things are either a little bit more towards the plus or a little bit more towards the minus. But nothing is 100% good other than your wife, and nothing is 100% bad other than your husband. Are you with me? Yes. So good can be defined as when we look at life, life is composed of many different areas. Okay? So you've got what your personal possessions, you've got your family, children, sex, you've got groups, you've got mankind, you've got the you've got living things, life forms, you've got the physical universe, you've got you as a spiritual being, and you've got the creator. Okay, so you can say that good is the greatest survival to the greatest number of being, peoples, and things. So far, so good. So it's a number game. It's a number game. You kill one person, but you save many, 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 many families and life forms and companies and beings. It's a very good solution. Especially if this person is Hitler, yes. But let's say that you sell drugs and you make a lot of money to yourself, but you destroy a lot of families, a lot of people, you destroy a lot of life forms. So it's not so good. So good and bad is a question of mathematics, just numbers. Are you with me? So when someone look at something and say, whoa, people dead, so it's bad, he's just not confronting life. And he is sitting, and his life is probably destroyed. You understand? Because you need to look at something like life as a whole, and it has many, many, many areas that can be divided to 8 or 10 or 12 or 20 main areas, okay? And you just look and you say, okay, fine. So how many people are dead is just one thing in the whole equation. Just one. Are you with me? Because if I kill 10,000 people to save the planet, because otherwise the millions of people will not have a planet, well, maybe it's good. Well, not maybe, 100% it's good. Are you with me? If I kill 100,000 people because there is some kind of an organization that kill millions of people or hundreds of thousands of people, well, it's good. Are you with me? Now the solution become better in direct ratio to the least amount of destruction that you employ. The more destruction you employ, the less good it is. What about the other side of it? Defining the least amount of damage. Defining the least amount of damage is not, because damage is minus, and what more important in this universe is plus. So the greatest number with minimum damage. Are you with me? What's important first is the greatest progress. Progress is more important than prevention of damage. People that think about, oh, I don't want damage, they are not alive, they're afraid. They will never progress. And if you don't progress, it seems for a short while that things are good because you're protecting, but you actually die. Because in this universe, if things do not improve, they are actually going down, even if you don't see it. So far, so good? Everyone understand that? It is only the irresponsible person that's afraid of destruction. It's only the failure that actually is not willing to use force, because this is a universe of force. It is only the weak that will never actually love, because if you are not willing to use force, you cannot love. Because in this universe, plus come before minus, and you need both. You need 50% force, 50% intelligence. You'll see that after World War I, so we had World War I, and Germany signed an agreement that says that there is all kind of limitation that Germany should not do, because Germany was a group of terrorists, basically, and they say, okay, you're not allowed to have weapon, you're not allowed to have this, you're not allowed to have that. And in between, what happened is all the nations looked at Germany, and Germany broke the agreement. And because all those nations did not understand what is good or bad, and they just didn't want to apply force, they let Germany break the agreements. And when World War II happened, instead of killing here 100,000 people, more or less 11 million people die. That's always the result of the cowardness of the person that just afraid of destruction, just try to protect. Are you with me? Are you with me? Does it make sense to you? If not, ask, tell me. Don't be, yes? Now, what does it mean to be insane? To be insane is actually to do something that hurts more areas of life than it helps. The correct thing, the straight things, if you have Germany in World War I and World War II, the correct thing is the moment that they start to do anything is boom, attack, use force. because the intelligence was we signed with them an agreement, a surrender agreement. So the more direct the approach, the more sane it is. Can you please repeat the last things you said about Germany? I don't know which one, the last thing. I've said a lot of things about Germany. You need to be a little bit more specific. So you'll see that when Germany signed a surrender agreement in the World War I, they agreed we will not create more than so much weapon, etc., etc. And like Germany, many other organizations along their lives or in history, they signed agreement for surrender. They say we will not do things. They broke the agreement, and instead of handling it on the spot, people were very, 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 very reasonable, which means non-confronting, let them grow, and then the monster created, instead of 100,000 people that will die in getting the ethics in, 11 million people that die. Are you with me? In a family, you've got a husband and wife, and they have a relationship, and the husband or the wife break the agreement because they cannot confront the bad. The husband or the wife ignore it or don't talk about it or forgive it or do all kind of things instead of handling it, whatever the cost, day one. If they do that at day one, there will never be a divorce. Everything that hurts you is something that you failed to confront. But day one, you need to handle it and be very unreasonable about it. It's better to fight now when I just met you or we just got married. It's better to fight now, and whatever it takes, chances are that you will recover much more than after 40 years of marriage, you start to fight. No. Okay? So you can say that any insanity, we can call aberration is insanity is an aberration, is something happen, the correct thing to do, the straight line to do is going from A to B, but instead of that, you go from A to C to D to E to F to whatever, never arriving to B. So instead of actually getting closer by connecting this communication line, you get further from each other and you have a bigger and bigger and bigger problem. What do you do when you are fighting but the other party doesn't listen, no matter how you try to make the communication clean? You need to learn how to communicate. Why? Because communication by definition is cause distance effect. I cause a particle, I create effect here with intention and attention and duplication at the receiving end. And who is responsible for the duplication? The person that originate. So if I tell my wife I want water and she bring me cyanide, I can blame her, not a problem, but I'm responsible for the fact that I'm going to be dead. Because she didn't understand that I mean water and not cyanide. I didn't make sure that she duplicated. Are you with me? So every time someone tell you, but I told you, what he means, if I tell you, I told you, what I mean is I'm a useless person. I cannot cause you to understand. And you'll see that when you insist on the other person understanding, if the person is really, 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 really insane, he will drop out of communication. He will cut the line. You talk to someone over the phone and you say, look, I want you to understand. I'm really insisting that you understand. If the guy is really bad off, if he's below a certain point emotionally, he will just disconnect the phone because he doesn't know how to duplicate. He's just a machine. Are you with me? So you can say that good is actually good is if this is point A and this is point B, good is the absence of aberration, which means a deviation from a straight line. The least aberration, the least deviation from a straight line, the more good it is. This is why it's happened, because you don't know how to communicate. Yes, if you are the person that's sending the communication, and of course there's a lot to learn. What we're doing here right now is just a fraction of what you need to know about relationship. Okay, everyone with me? Yes, it is. Wow. So you can say that the word good means the clear absence of aberration. The clear absence of aberration. Now, this is happening in many, many different ways. And once you realize that it's actually happening, you'll be able to do something about it. Thank you. Yes. You'll see that actually most of people, what they do in life, they're starting at one point, and they have a purpose in life. This is your purpose. Okay? And you start to go towards this purpose at the beginning of your life. And it's sane. And it's good. But then on the way to your purpose, there is here a dog that's barking. So you go to handle the barking dog. And you discover while you're going to go to the barking dog to handle him that actually there is a person here or a city that damage dogs. So you decide to go now and create some kind of laws against groups that damage dogs. But while you do that, you discover that the government is really not nice and the government is corrupted. So you decide to fight corruption. And while you're trying to fight corruption, someone tried to give you a lot of money and you're starting to fight your urge to take the money. And then you decide that dogs are not the problem. The actual problem is women that get beaten. And you go like that, like that, like that, like that, and you never do good. Because good is only the result of lack of aberration, straight line, boom, A to B. Are you with me? You see, in every argument you had, you start to talk about A, and you go to C, D, Z, where, but you never get to A. You never get to A. Because it's bad to argue like that. The handling is actually, you need to control the communication. You need to understand, first of all, the first handling of anything is gaining knowledge, true knowledge about the subject. And the moment that you have knowledge, you will demonstrate control. You will, there's no question about it. 100% you will demonstrate control. If you don't control a situation, it means that you don't have the actual knowledge. You're missing knowledge. Knowledge bring about control, and control result in income. Are you with me? It is fascinating. You can see even in the most, like even in business, you will see that you've got a person here and he needs to, yes, exactly, Lisa. So you've got a person and he needs to write something in business, to describe a job that he needs to do. Okay? If he doesn't have the knowledge, about the site, about the equipment, about whatever related to that, you will see that what he will write will be nonsense. It will be long and stupid. When you get these long messages in WhatsApp or long emails, the person do not know. Because when you know, it's simple and straight. When someone come home and give you, if your husband come home and give you this complicated, long explanation about what is done, he's lying. Are you with me? It have to be A to A. Why not A to B? Because if this is A and this is B, actually, if you have communication, if you are actually communicating, yes, if you communicate in a straight line, what will happen? You will get so close by the straight communication that it will be instant. Boom, you are sharing the same space. And the word love that you all like to use, my definition of the word love is the urge to share the same space. And when you don't have good intention, when you have aberration, what you get is it's distance. It's the opposite of love. The opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is the inability to share the same space. Are you with me? Yes. Amazing. Yeah, it is amazing. Undamaged, having undergone no change, deterioration or damage. So the word good mean having undergone no change, deterioration or damage, which mean that the longest the line between 2 points, the more change it will have. Are you with me? Good comes from the Germanic source meaning unite. Good mean unite. This is the derivation of the word. So by the word itself, by the definition itself, the word means to unite, to bring one and another, to remove the aberration, to remove the distance, to remove what brings about aberration. That is cool, yes. Really, so good is just removing this distance. You have a distance, you remove the distance. The less distance you have, the more good it is. Did you notice that when you talk to someone over a phone line or whatever, it's not as easy and as good as when you talk face to face? And when you love the person, if you meet that person and she's blonde and beautiful and you fall in love, all of a sudden, whatever she wants is okay. There is no disagreements. Everything is good. All good. True or false? Yes. The law is for two people to have a good relationship, the connecting line between them must be straight, unaberrated. How do you make a line aberrated? How do you make a line aberrated? You lie. You add a lie. When you add a lie, what you have is aberration. The more lies you have, the more aberration you have, the worse is the relationship. You will see any relationship that is not good for you, you lied in that relationship. Lie means change of the original. Change of the original. The physical universe, because it's insisting on distances, actually insists that you lie. You need to be very powerful as a spirit to remove the distance and not lie. Are you with me? You need to be in a very good spiritual condition not to lie. Most people lie most of the time just by the fact that they don't really understand things and they say, okay. They don't really understand, but they say, okay. And if you try to insist that they will understand, oh my God, they will attack you. For as long as the connecting lines between two people is straight, the relationship will be straight, will be good, unaberrated, undamaged, united. And they will act as two united spirits. So for as long as the connecting line between two people is straight, the relationship will be straight, will be good, will be unaberrated, undamaged, and they will act as two united spirits. What is the factor that defines how easy it is to aberrate the line? What is the factor that defines how easy it is to aberrate the line? What makes you so susceptible, so open to become aberrated? What makes a person so open for aberration? Distance and misunderstandings, lack of knowledge. Yes, that's true, both of them. What is the factor that defines how easy it is to aberrate the line? The inability to confront, lack of knowledge, lies. Yes, very true. Doubt or uncertainty. Yes. Physical universe giving you stops. Yes, but physical universe giving you stop, isn't it not an effect? Agreement with aberration, false data, lies, intolerance, number of misunderstood words, sins, inability to observe lies because of lack of knowledge, fake realities, believe that what others says against another. Yes, they do not see the real intent of government actions. Okay, but I'm not talking about governments only. What's anyone, just you and your child, anyone. What's the factor that define how easy it is to aberrate the line? Why parents fight with their children? Why brothers and sisters fighting? Exactly, the distance. So really what it is the distance. The shorter the line, the harder it is to aberrate the line. If I take, this is me, and this is you, and between us there is a very long line. You'll see that here at the end, it's very easy to move the line. We have a very big leverage. Can you see that? But if you have a very, 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 very short line, which means you are very, very, very close to your brother, extremely close to your brother, no one can come between you. You need distance for something to come between you. And if the distance is big, a lot of things can come between you. And if it's bigger, even bigger thing can come between you. And if the distance is small, things cannot become between you. Are you with me? Yes. Makes sense, yes? You can bend the dot, exactly, Marcel. Yes, total sense. Excellent. Excellent. It's really amazing. Now, how do you bring about distance? Exactly, lies. So shortening the distance improve the relationship. Yes, did you notice that if someone hug you, you don't really want to hurt them? If you have sex with someone while you are really inside another person, you don't actually go and start to fight with them. You need to be really aberrated to do that. It's really amazing, yes? The longer the distance between 2 points, the higher the chances for aberration. So what bring about distance? Why people become all of a sudden distant? Why people become all of a sudden distant? Why? So you meet a person and you fall in love, and she's or he is your son. He used to be part of you in your body, or the mother. And as they grow, they become more and more distance, less and less love. Stuck in the past, and they don't want to harm the other. Secrets, the poison, out exchange. All of these things is correct. All of these things is correct. So anything that reduce the communication between the two, anything that reduce the communication, or anything that, more correctly, anything that reduce the understanding, will bring about distance. Anything that reduce the understanding. Are you with me? So the basic principles is something or someone reduce the understanding. So what does it mean? It must be something external. Because there was an understanding between you two, and something or someone push it away. You do not push it away. You don't have a reason to push it away. Are you with me? Yes, the relationships, Nick, yes. Are you with me? Do you understand? It's not you and it's not him. It's not you and it's not him. What caused you to move? It's break of understanding. But what does it mean, break of understanding? Something external to you. Can you see that? So break of understanding, if this is you and this is the other person, you used to be together. If you have a break here, if it grows, there must be someone external to you that push you away. A fake reality. Yes, a fake reality will cause a lower of understanding. Anything that causes a lower of understanding. It's really, really amazing. If you fully understand the other side, whatever the other side did is not bad, because whenever you yourself never done something bad. You yourself never done something bad. And you'll tell me, no, but I know I've cheated, I lied, I stole. I want to tell you something. At zero time when you did something, from your viewpoint, it was the most correct thing in the universe. Are you with me? From your viewpoint, at that zero time, you never done something incorrect. You always do the correct thing from your viewpoint. The problem is that you don't understand what is good and bad. And you think that good is not killing and bad is killing or something like that. Yes, but it's not true. Good and bad is a combination of numbers of the greatest survival to the greatest number of people and things. And since you didn't know that, you didn't have the knowledge, so you say, oh, I was bad. No, you were never, ever, 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 ever bad. You never done anything bad in your life. You've done the best from your viewpoint. And then you looked and you say, oh, look what's happened. It's bad. If you wanted to do bad, when you will discover, you wouldn't think that it's bad. You'll think, well done, another 50,000 people dead. Excellent. No, but you think, oh no, I killed a cockroach, and you feel bad. Are you with me? So if you really understand that you cannot be wrong, you cannot do something bad, you never. So you are always here, and you never do something bad. So someone have to convince you that either you or the other person is bad. Someone have to convince you. There need to be a lot of work here to convince you, look, something is really wrong. And everyone that shows you what's wrong, anyone that criticizing, anyone that find what's wrong with people is a person that destroy. There is something like a sin, of course, but the sin is a secondary thing. It doesn't start with the sin. Why the spirit? The spirit is perfect, is good. How come the spirit commit the first sin? There must be an external thing that happened. If you have something perfectly good, why will it commit a sin? A sin is a secondary thing. It's not the beginning. If plus come before minus, why the minus? Why? Are you with me? How do you define integrity? We'll get to that. We're not dealing with that right now. Now, what would be the result of a perfectly straight line? What will be the result of perfectly straight line? Which means no aberration, no departure. Duplication, love, exactly, love. Exactly, you got it. A perfectly straight line means no line at all, which is full duplication. Are you with me? A perfectly straight line means no line. Because for a line to be, in order to have distance, just by definition, in order to have distance, if this is point A and this is point B, and this is a line, if you look at the line, in order to have distance, you need to have the deviation that cause these distances here. Are you with me? So if I do a zoom on a straight line, if the straight line is not really straight, you'll see that there is distance here, yes? But if the straight line is really straight, there is no anything of those distances. There is no wavelength. So a perfectly straight line means no line, which means sharing the same space, full duplication, which is my definition of love. Does it make sense to you? Perfect duplication means no line. When the line is straight, which means unaberrated, the duplication is perfect. So every time you see someone that don't behave in a pro-survival manner, you need to know it's not him. It's an external force. Any aberration, any bad, anything that is not perfect is not you. It's aberration. It's something exterior to you. And it's really important to understand why, because otherwise what's happened is you look at, oh, something bad that I've done. I stole $100, okay? And your decision, you will see, oh, I am bad. You secretly will say, I am bad. Which means the source of that problem is you. But that's never the source of the problem. The source of the problem is your aberration, is something that you own. It's not something that you are. And when you try to solve the wrong problem, the problem grows. So next time you'll steal not $10, but $100. And next time you'll steal $1 million. And next time you'll steal someone's life. Are you with me? Anita, There's no This is black and white. That makes sense. So amazing. Thank you, Manuel. Everyone with me? Everyone get it? Just getting it. Okay, good. The truth is that in any moment in time, you either get it or you don't get it. There's no half getting. Like, can you fly an airplane 67%? No, you are not a pilot. If you cannot fly airplane 100%, meaning take off, fly and land, then you are not a pilot. You are a crasher maybe. Also here, you either 100% make it your own or you still did not get it. And again, if you know that you didn't get it, you say, oh, not yet, I didn't get it. Then you can do something about it. But if you think, oh, I've got 70% of getting it, now you're adding a lie. It's the wrong reason for the problem, so you will never get anything. Why? Because if you didn't get it, you will look, why I didn't get it, why I didn't get it, why I didn't get it. And then you will realize, okay, I misunderstood a word or a symbol. And that's the only reason why anyone will not get something. So if it's not 100% sure for you, yes, this is it, it's right, or 100% sure, this is total nonsense, 100%, it's not important if you agree with me, but you understand it 100%. If it's not 100%, if it's 99%, you're still dealing with the wrong why. In the physical universe, absolute is unobtainable. Spiritually, with you realizing that you know, is 100%. There's not, I know my name 97%. You either know your name or you don't know your name. Are you with me? Yes, I see that that same duplication, same duplication when sharing a moment of laughter on a joke where we can barely breathe rolling on the ground laughing. Okay, good. Excellent. Excellent. In the case of a relationship, when the connecting lines is straight, when the connecting line is straight, the relationship, the marriage, the partnership, the friendship is pure and so connects like gauge blocks. You know what gauge blocks are? Yes, I showed you in the last few webinars. Yes. Anyone have a question about what a gauge block is? No questions. Okay, excellent. Okay. So in the case of a relationship, when the connecting line is straight, the relationship is straight, the marriage is straight, the partnership is straight, the friendship is straight, it is pure and so connects. It's automatically connected. You automatically have the urge to share the same space. If you don't have the urge to share the same space with your friend, with your wife, with your children, you need to know that something brought about misunderstanding, and it's not the person himself, it's something external to the person. Yes, of course, gauge blocks. So let me show you gauge blocks again, because it's always good to understand it. Here is the gauge blocks. It's like a 1-minute video that will explain to you everything about gauge blocks. Here we go.
These are two pieces of metal. They aren't magnetic and they don't have any adhesives of any kind on them. The surfaces are smooth and they don't have any noticeable grooves. I can touch them together and they don't stick. However, if I slide them together like this, they stick together like super magnets. They are clearly stuck together and I can't even pull them apart. If I twist them apart, they'll go back to being separate pieces of non-magnetic metal. What's happening? Well, these are actually gauge blocks, which are blocks of smooth metal that are precisely manufactured to be certain lengths so machinists can calibrate their machines and measurement tools. The extremely smooth surfaces are why they stick together. Properly run gauge blocks can hold 75 foot-pounds of force before coming apart, and this actually is useful so machinists can combine gauge blocks of different lengths to essentially make more gauge blocks of many more lengths than they already have. They generally use the biggest ones they have so they can achieve the desired length without the small tolerances adding up.
Okay, so gauge blocks stick together. You know, when he's doing this twisting, he removes the last dirt from the surface and they stick together. What hold them together is the lack of dirt. It's clean. Now you see that in order to separate the gauge blocks, in order to separate these two things that actually share the same space, so in order to separate these two things, what you need is an external force, something external break it down. If you just leave the gauge block untouched without an external force, they will not break down. That's happened with the relationship. If you don't have an external force, if some misunderstanding is not coming to place, which means if someone external don't bring about a misunderstanding here, you will stay friend forever. The first misunderstanding is fake realities that says he's bad, she's bad. I would love to know how to find the external force that start the poison in a relationship. Yes, we're going to learn that. What does calibrate tools mean? To calibrate tools it means that a tool need to have a very specific distance. Let's say that this is a caliper, okay, that measure things, okay? So this thing can go in and out, and there is some kind of an adjustment ring here or adjustment screws here, and you need to know that when this thing shows I don't know 10 20 15 millimeter, it's actually 15 millimeters. So you put a gauge block here that measure exactly 15 millimeter. You turn the screw here until it comes in, and when you turn the screw, this do not move from whatever the measurement is. So it's a way to calibrate machines, either measuring tools or machines, but the basic principle, you put something there and you calibrate something external according to it. So this thing, you know, is 5 millimeter or 15 millimeter, and you put something here that is not 15 millimeter, to calibrate it, you take this thing and you move it closer, closer, closer until it's touching the gauge block, and now you know, okay, that's 15 millimeter and that's your measurement. Everyone with me? Okay. Good. You're welcome. Okay. Let's continue. Here we go. Now, how would a line be aberrated? For a line to be aberrated, a third force, an external force, must aberrate the line. The line by itself will never aberrate automatically. A relationship will never break by themselves. There must be an external force. Now, this force when I say external, it means, let's say that this is you. It's not you. You are not your body. But let's say that this is you. It can be your mind. And how come that you have something in your mind? Someone put external pictures in your mind. Are you with me? So external force must aberrate the line. So both of you are beautifully together. I love you, you love me. And then there must be an external force. It can be your mind, something in your mind turned on, and whoa, you are separated. It can be someone that come to you and say, well, you know, he did something bad. Yes, the snake. What does it mean, the snake? Someone that give you something to your mind, and you think that you are your mind. And this is the basic mistake. You are not your thoughts. You are not your mind. You are not your feelings, because it is your mind, your feeling, your body belong to who? To you, the spirit. You are the spirit. And the spirit is a nothingness that can bring about somethingness. The spirit is perfect. Yes, a statement from the past relationship can be the relationship snake. Now, yes, 100%. Everyone with me, do you understand? This is really key to understand. The fact that relationship get destroyed, it means that you don't know what is the external force. Yes, it is God. Agreed. The fact that the relationship get destroyed, it means you don't know what's the external force. The fact that your business do not do well, you don't know what the external force. The fact that your body is not doing well, you are sick, you have any kind of sickness, you have aberration. You don't know what is the actual external force that caused your body to become sick. Your understanding of how the past is our greatest enemy, 100%. Your greatest enemy is your experience, your past. Okay. It's really fascinating, powerful, beyond powerful. You're very welcome, Bridget. The only reason a line will be aberrated is a third force. The connecting spirits cannot aberrate the line. Cannot. A line is a result of an external force. Wow, I just realized that this mechanism spills to everything in life. Emmanuel, you're very welcome. It spills to everything in life. Actually, everything I teach you, if it does not apply to everything in life, don't listen to it. It's nonsense. If I teach you something about business and it doesn't apply to everything in life, if I teach you something about relationship and it doesn't apply to anything in life, everything and anything in life, if I teach you about anything that is not applied to everything in life, you know it's nonsense. It's a waste of time to learn it. It's not true, because truth apply for everything. Lies applied for a specific situation. You need a very exact condition for a lie to work. Truth works in any condition. Are you with me? It's quite fascinating. Now, what would be the end result of aberration? What will be the end result of aberration? Longer line, yes. What would be the end result of aberration? Hate and destruction, yes. That's correct. Everything you say is correct. Lines get broken, yes. Misinformation, yes. Bad relationship, bad results, disconnecting, pain and chaos. Insane, yes. Destroyed relationship, ARC breaks. Distraction, disconnection, insanity, yes. ARC break, by the way, is a break in affinity, reality, and communication, or communication. Okay. That, yes. No control, 100%. Unable to create good, yes. All except of what we want, exactly. Confusion, very, very true. Everything you said is true. Everything is true. It's all basically the manifestation of this thing, that the end result of aberration is forced disconnection. When I disconnect, I lose control. I disconnect in order to gain control, but I actually lose control. Most people disconnect in order to gain control, but they actually lose control. Because the more you are in communication with something, the more you are in control of it, over it. If I let go of the hands of the steering wheel, I'm not in control, obviously. If I let go of my wife, if I release the chains, of course I'm not in control. If she released my chains, oh my God. What is the definition of affinity? Affinity is the ability to share the same space. The higher the affinity, the more you share the space. Okay, so the end result of aberration is forced disconnection. If you have aberration, if you have a departure from a straight line, what you will see is a forced disconnection. So the more lies you put on the line, the further you get from each other. If you find that you don't want Let's say you got a WhatsApp and you need to answer, and you don't answer. So the guy sent you a message and you didn't answer. So you're adding time. Time is a lie. After a day, you start to think, oh, I don't have time. Of course, you have time to answer the WhatsApp, but you lie. You're adding a lie. I don't have time. After 2 days, you start to think, this guy is really annoying. He always sends me messages. Why can't he leave me alone? You adding lies. After 3 days, you answer him angry, even if you write nicely. Are you with me? The end result of aberration is forced disconnection. And if you eventually, if you answer, is a miracle, but generally you will forget to answer somehow. And even if you answer, you didn't actually answer what he asked for. Are you with me? Chinmay, time is the primary source of aberration. It's not also. Time is the primary source of aberration. The more time you add, the more aberrated you are. The more time you add, the worse the solution. If you didn't talk to your wife the first time that something happened, if you didn't talk to your friend the first moment that it's happened, the more time you add, the more insane the solution. The further you get from the person, the more difficult it will be to communicate. If you lie and a second later you say, oh, sorry, it's not, I was lying. Not a problem, yes? If you keep it for a week, it becomes a problem. You keep it for a year, it becomes a big problem. You keep it for 5 years, it's become impossible to bear. You become a bear. Are you with me? You're starting to attack people. So the end result of aberration is forced disconnection. Why? Why forced? Wow, Chinmay, that's amazing. The biggest win of 2024. That's amazing. That's very amazing. Well done. Very well done. Share with us the win. Why forced? Why force? Why force? Why do I say it has to be force? Nobody wants to hurt each other. Yes, because it comes from an external force. But why forced? Why? Because you were not in control. That's correct. Ensures that negative outcome occurs. Reduce communication between A and to B. Yes. Because the source is the external force. True. True. You did not cause it. Yes. Because you are putting force out there and it comes back to you. Okay. What if the person just doesn't want to talk to you? There is no such thing as don't want to talk. When a person acts on what he wants, he's already aberrated. A sane person acts on what's needed. Insane people act on what they want. I just want to have sex with all the girls in the universe. Insane. I act on what is needed to bring about the expected results. Good, Shmuel. Are you with me? The difference between acting on what you want and acting on what is needed is how aberrated you are, how insane you are. The more insane a person is, the more it is a slave to all kinds of urges. That's an aberrated person. A sane person do what he needs to do in order to bring the expected results. And when he does something that was based on urge or a mistake, you will see that this person will feel bad and will do everything he can to correct it. The moment that you have this thing, oh, I want to correct it, and you acknowledge it's me. No, this is not what I want. This is not what will bring me the expected result. The moment that you realize that, you know you are over the hump. You now on the way up. A second before that, you are going down. It's quite amazing. Yeah, it's really true. Yes. So I want to ask you, how will you define the word responsibility? How will you define the word responsibility? And you'll see within a second how it's connected to my question. How do you define the word responsibility? Not blame, responsibility, big difference. So my biggest win, I can see how I am struggling with the life at the moment because of me adding time. I've always thought I have time. I can create time by more action. Now I can see that it is not the same thing. When I take action, I actually remove time 100%. Until now, I was hiding behind lies, time, and now I'm going to, behind lies, times. And now I'm going to start by removing time in everything I do. Amazing, 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 Chinmay. This is very big, very big, very big. This is really wow. Wow, yes. So amazing. Yes. How would you define responsibility? It's really amazing win, yes. And true and wow. How will you define the word responsibility? Willingness to be cause over the results, okay? Yes. What I can control, okay? Maybe what I can control is the manifestation, yes? That which you're willing to be cause over, okay, very good. The willingness to be the cause as well as effect, the willingness to create, yes. Controlling the plus and the minus, very good. Taking full control over something, yes. Responsibility, willing to admit that you somehow cause something to happen, okay. To take control over something, yes. Responsibility is being cause, yes, very good. Realizing that you are the cause of the outcome, even if you think that you did not cause the obstacle. That's very good. Being cause over the plus and the minus, amazing. Willing to ensure results. You know you created it. That's very, very, very good. I want to give you a little bit of an expanded viewpoint on the word responsibility. Okay. So responsibility, you can look at responsibility as a scale from total irresponsibility to full responsibility. So here we are responsible and here we are not responsible. True or false? Now you notice that when you are not responsible, you become the effect. True or false? Now, what is the most affecting in the universe? What is the most affecting in the universe? Dead, yes. Dead. What is the most affecting in the universe? Physical things, object. Yes, exactly, exactly. Objects, physical things is the most effect. There is no stone that wake up in the morning and say, I feel like cappuccino. Or I'm going to build a boat. Are you with me? Total effect. Stone can only experience effect. The only thing you can experience is what's happening to you when you are affect. You are unwilling to initiate communication. You are only willing to receive communication. When you sit in a seminar or a webinar and you don't participate, you're just receiving communication. You're being totally totally irresponsible. Totally, 100% irresponsible. The less you communicate, the more irresponsible you are. Because you affect, you're like a stone. A wave, a sound wave hitting you, and a photon hitting you from the screen, and you affect. Now, just above total effect, what will be that level? Just above that. It is a one-way flow, that's correct. What is just above that? What do you think? A level, a notch above irresponsibility, total not responsible. Just a little bit above that. What will be that? Exactly, Lisa. Problems. Not victims. Victim is total effect, but problems. In order to be irresponsible, I just have to be effect. Yes, wow, I can see when I consume entertainment, I'm just irresponsible. I can now control the bot responsibility and cause brilliant explanation. Thank you. Thank you. So you'll see that just above total effect, you have a problem. Problem is force counter force, or intention counter intention, which means you are moving between effect and slight cause, effect and slight cause very, very, very quickly. But you generally, all the time, to some degree, the effect of this force, and this guy, to some degree, the effect of this force. No one is actually cause. So problem is a condition where both people are a little bit more effect than cause. When you have a problem, the two sides are less than 50% cause. Are you with me? You're just unwilling to be cause. Okay? Now, just above that, what will be just above that? What will be just above problem? Solver, doubt, yes, Harold. Misunderstandings. Agreements, Dustin say. Okay. Temporary solution, yes. Blame. Okay. So if I'm blaming someone, am I cause or not? Because here I'm almost cause. When I'm in problem, I'm almost cause. If I'm at blame, or if I'm a temporary solution, or if I'm in agreement. Exactly, Marcel. So what happened just above that? You've got self-determinism. What does it mean, self-determinism? It means that if this is me, and this is everything else, all other parts of life, anything that I do, any action I initiated, I admit that it's me. But anything that happened to me, I don't admit that it's me. So if a bomb exploded on my head, it's not me. I have someone to blame. So self-determinism means that whatever I do is me, and whatever is done through some kind of an external force, it's not me. It's still not responsible, because responsibility is the condition of the clear absence of other determinism. It's the clear absence of other determinism. There is no other determinism other than you. What happened to you, what you do, what happened to other, it's all you. You know it's you. It's not blame. It's responsibility. So I can be in a position where I'm here and you are here and you shot me. You are to blame. No problem. But I'm responsible, because after all, it's my body that died. And if I'm responsible, which means the clear absence of other determinism, you can shoot me until tomorrow. It will never hit me. It's like when Neo in the Matrix realized that he is responsible, that he's the one. The one means responsible. There's not two, it's only me. What does it mean, the one? It means no other determinism. The one, which means there's no one else. From my viewpoint, it's me. Everything that happened to you, everything that happened to me, everything that happens to others, everything that happened, it's me. I'm not blaming. I cannot find fault. The moment that you find fault, you are irresponsible. The moment that you find fault, you are at least at the area of problems. Usually affect. How do you know that you are irresponsible? You find fault with someone. If you blame someone, you know you are not responsible. That's amazing. This is your indication. You find fault with someone, you have some kind of grievances with someone, you find something that someone is wrong with. Okay, thank you very much. I'm not responsible. That's your indication. Because full responsibility means the clear absence of other determinism. That's my definition. How do you know that you're irresponsible? There is other determinism. If I blame him, there is other determinism. This universe wants you to believe you're not responsible, 100%. Everyone with me? So when you know that you are the one, you are responsible. What does it mean you are the one? You are the spirit, because the physical universe is a universe that composed of twos. Well, it's actually fortunately, not unfortunately. The physical universe is a universe that composed of two. Everyone agree with me or not? The definition of the word physical universe is this thing that composed of two. The smallest number in this universe is two. You agree with that, yes? This is the beginning. And what you have in the physical universe only pluses and minuses. There is not one. There is no zero in the physical universe. What creates the two is not the two. The one that creates the two, the spiritual universe, is the universe of nothing. Nothing is something that do not compose of two. So the one thing that do not compose of two is the spirit. The spirit is something that do not compose of two, so obviously there could not be someone to blame. It's only you. Creation means bringing something out of nothing. When you're creating, when you bring something out of nothing, there is no external forces. It's all you. Are you with me? So the end result of aberration is forced disconnection. And why? Why is it forced disconnection? Because aberration is never based on your self-determinism. Never mind full determinism, yes? It's never based on your self-determinism. It's always external. Aberration is always external. And hence, any relationship deterioration is due to an external force. Isn't that why, to some degree, we want to be effect, so we can play with the other spirits and not be alone? No, this is not. We are willing to be causative effect, which is something else. It's a totally different story. When we are effect, is not because we want to be effect to any degree. You don't want to be effect to any degree. You want to be causative effect. Are you with me? There's a big difference between causative effect. I I know that this is my target. I'm here, and this is my target. I want to achieve the target. Yes, this is my target. It's the pro-survival thing to do, is the right thing to do. So now I want to drink water. I'm causatively wanting something. It's not because I want. I causatively want to eat or not to eat. I causatively want to sleep or not to sleep. I causatively do something. It's not that the body tell me I'm hungry and I want to eat. You understand the difference? Yes, I'm causative effect. So any relationship deterioration is due to an external force. Two people that are involved in the relationship cannot aberrate the line. The only reason a line will be aberrated is a third force. This is applied to anything. It applies to physics, quantum physics, and spirits. Physical lines are aberrated by force. Quantum lines are aberrated by looking. So you understand that if you look at the quantum mean something that is really tiny, below the size of what considered to be physical particle, it is still physical, but it's tiny. So when you look at the behavior of an atom, you see that when someone look at the atom behaves differently than when you don't look at it. Do you know about that? Do you know about this principle or about this observation? So there is an observation. I'm not going to explain it at the moment, but there is an observation that when someone look at the behavior of the atom behave differently. And the whole subject of quantum physics is the subject of the unexplained, because they don't actually understand. Unexplained, it's totally explained, but it's considered to be unexplained behavior of small particles, of minute particles. Okay. So quantum lines are aberrated by looking. Physical lines are aberrated by force. Quantum lines are aberrated by looking. It's exterior. Spiritual lines are aberrated by other spirits. So when another spirit has a bad intention, it can aberrate the lines by convincing you to own things. You can be affected only by something that you own, but so you are not actually affected. You just consider that you are what you own. You consider that you are your body. So if the body feel pain, you feel pain. But you, the spirit, do not feel pain. Okay, does this apply to human beings as well? People behave differently when they are observed. I don't want to get into that, Bobby, right now, because you are missing a lot of data. You have lack of data. How can another spirit have bad intention? Other spirits can have bad intentions. They are not. You understand? Have something that that belong to them. Like you can have a body, other spirit can have a bad intention. Are you with me? Now, for a connection to break, an external influence must aberrate the line and break the connection. For a connection to break, an external influence must aberrate the line and break the connection. In the normal day-to-day, you have the snake that bites you with negative remarks, ideas, communication, gestures about the other side. It happens all day long, all the time, if you're uneducated in this material. If you don't know a bit about this material, it's the most normal thing to sit and gossip. It's the most normal thing to destroy other people. Most people consider it totally 100% normal, even desirable. The snake poisons, dirties, aberrates the relationship and breaks the connection. The poison causes a chain reaction. This poison is like putting a poison in the body, and all of a sudden you have a chain reaction. And it goes like that. The snake aberrated the communication line, the love line, the friendship line, or in short, the lifeline between two spirits by injecting his or her poison. So someone inject poison. Someone tell you, look, this guy, no, he's really bad. Don't do that. Yes, but he's not telling you only that. Every single snake has the normal poison, and there's another kind of poison, specialized poison. How do we show them they are committing the sin? You don't show to a person that he's committing a sin. They don't see it. You don't show them they're committing a sin. If I will tell you, look, you are wrong, you are wrong, you are wrong, you are wrong throughout the webinar, will you stay in the webinar? I don't think so. Unless if you are extremely aberrated, yes? If I hit you, how long will you stay in the webinar? Nothing, zero. But if I'll show you what's right, I don't tell you anything, and you telling me, yes, I'm doing this bad thing. Yes, I'm doing, I don't ask you, you're telling me already. Because you realize that you're good. And when I'm intensifying the good, what's happened as I intensify the bad. So when I say, look, let's say that this is me and this is you, okay? And I come and and we are more or less on the same line. We don't see good, bad. We don't see what's wrong. But if I show you, I'm setting up a good example. 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 You yourself will realize, wow, this is desirable. And you will tell me, this is wrong. I want to fix it. But if instead of that, what I will do, I will come to you and I will say, you are bad, you are bad, you are bad, you are bad. I'm telling you, look down, look down, look down. You will not see me. Are you with me? When I'm setting up a good example, I'm telling you, look up, it's possible. When I'm pushing you down, I'm telling you, look down, look down, look down. The only thing that's possible is down. There is no such thing as constructive criticism. Criticism only destroyed. It's irresponsible. Criticism is always a lie because it's always the manifestation of irresponsibility. Always. Yes, that's truly amazing. Yes. Are you with me? If I'm responsible, then I also create the external force, the snake. If you are fully responsible, you will not be affected by the external forces. Yes. In order for a person to be affected by external forces, there need to be some conditions that happening. I know it is like sugar-coated constructive criticism. Yes, 100%. There is no such thing as constructive criticism. Criticism just destroy. No one say, you go and you perform, let's say you're a singer, and you say, how is my singing? No one wants to hear bad. Even if you say, no, I want you to criticize me, he's lying. What he means is, I want you to love me. Big difference. Unless if you are insane. The insane like pain. The sane like pleasure. The insane like validation. The insane like criticism. So if you're really gone already, then of course you might want that. Yes. Makes sense? So the snake aberrated the communication line, the love line, the friendship line, or in short, the line between two spirits by injecting his or her poison. This is what they do. The person that was beaten, A, is now sure the other side, B, betrayed him. So you have, it goes like that. It goes like that. This is person A, this is person B, and this is the snake. Now, person A got bitten. He now have a mask. He doesn't actually see person B. So he's sure that person B betrayed him. He 100% sure that person B betrayed him. Yes? A is sure that B is not as valuable as he thought. Now he start to come up with all kind of invention to justify something that is really not true. So he just invent justification. Oh, this guy is not as good as I thought. I should have known. I should have listened to other people. And you come up with all kind of lies. Not as pure and good as he previously considered. So you've got a person and you got married to B and you got bitten by the snake, and all of a sudden you start to find fault with your wife. She's not as beautiful, she's not as smart, she's not as loving, she's not as whatever. Are you with me? It's lies. If you find faults, faults are always lies, because the person is perfect, the being, the spirit is perfect. And anything that is not perfect is not the being. So if you blame the being for something that he owns, is like saying, well, this person is bad because he has a house in New York. It's stupid, yes? What you own do not mean, does say nothing about who you are. The end result is hating B. In a forceful break of the line, the end result is A, believe that he hates B, which is wrong, yes? And he disconnect the line. But since the break was not done based on A's self-determinism, it's not that A all of a sudden created that. A feels major loss of something super valuable, B, in the relationship with B. Every time this thing happens, regardless of what you say, you feel loss of losing a friend. How do I know? You justify it. You keep on telling all your friends how bad your wife or your ex used to be. Otherwise, if it was totally on your own self-determinism, your ex would not be bad. Your ex will be the best thing that ever happened to you, and you will not separate. Are you with me? It's never on your own self-determinism. Never. In fact, the only betrayal was for A to agree to accept the poison and to allow the snake to operate on the straight line from on the straight line A had with B. So the only sin is that A agreed to listen to the snake. So if the snake come to me and tell me Johnny is bad, I immediately said, hold on, Johnny is bad. Number one is generality. So I know that you're talking nonsense. Pick up the phone, call Johnny, and I say, hey, S said that you are bad. S at that moment will disappear and will start to do all kind of mental gymnastics to justify what's going on. And when people know that you are like that, they will never do that. People don't come to me and tell me stories about other people because I don't entertain it. I don't want it to happen to me. I don't want you to do it to me. If you tell me something everyone knows, I'm going to talk to the other person and tell him exactly what you said. Are you with me? So my viewpoint put ethics on the environment. The crazy thing is that due to A's disappointment from B, so now A is disappointed with B, and the feeling of betrayal, so A feel that he betrayed B and he betrayed himself. A is now getting ever closer to the snake and consider the snake opinion even more important. Now this is the enemy, and now he become your best friend. The snake become your best friend. As far as A is concerned, The snake is his new friend, and is the person that protect A and help A to expose the real face of B, which means makes A useless. If I need you to expose the face of my wife or my husband, of my friend, I'm useless. What am I, blind? Are you with me? It's totally unbelievable. Totally, totally, totally unbelievable. The snake causes major damage and ignites very strong negative emotions. Now, what's happened if both sides got poisoned? If one side got poisoned, it's really, really bad. What happened if both sides get poisoned? What happened if both sides got poisoned? Death, yes. Complete break, yes. The relationship will go downhill very fast, exactly. The relationship cannot be repaired, yes. Distraction, yes. That's very true. If both sides get poisoned, something amazing happen. And we will discover it next week. So thank you very much for participating. Thank you for Karen for doing all the admin behind the scenes. On Monday, we're going to have the inner circle. On Tuesday, I'm going to have the interview with Gal. You should join. It's going to be at 11 p.m. South African time. I have no idea what it is about. I never know what it is about. On Friday, we're going to have the business class. If you did not join yet the business class, you should ask the people that own it, and they will tell you life changing is an understatement. So we're going to be on lesson number 3. Hi, Steve. Yes, join. You should. Yes. And if you enjoyed this class, which I know you did, if it helped you, if it caused you, if you had wins and realizations, this class is for free. Your exchange with me is that you, number one, follow me on Instagram, and my name is @Meir Ezra official, and I share a win, share your win, share your realizations. Don't explain what we've learned, just what is the result for you, how your life changed, how your life improved. So if you feel that I gave you value, your return with me, in order for you not to be in a criminal exchange with me, is just go and share your wins. Put something on Instagram, tag me, or on Facebook, or just send me a win. Okay. So thank you very much. I will see you either on Monday or on Tuesday. Love you. Mwah.